starting a new series showcasing successful women who are sharing their secrets on getting to the top. We're calling it She Made It, as in she made it and you can too. Barbara Minuzzi is a 29-year-old Brazilian immigrant and venture capitalist who has rocked the world of Silicon Valley, where nearly 9 out of 10 venture capital partners are men. So we wanted to meet one that isn't, and here's how Barbara Minuzzi made it. Barbara Minuzzi is ruffling a lot of feathers this year, living by her own rules to break into an industry traditionally run by, as she calls it, the bro club.
I was not respecting a lot of the bro club here. I was just finding my way, and it worked.
Before moving to California last year, she single-handedly raised over $250 million financing real estate in Miami. Before that, she owned a clothing store in Brazil. But she wasn't passionate about either industry. Barbara wanted to invest in change.
I just think venture capital is the best way of doing philanthropy. We're giving a chance to a bunch of smart, great entrepreneurs to try to build something.
So in 2016, Barbara moved to San Francisco to start Babel Ventures, to start her own venture capital firm, which has raised $30 million in capital just this year. Not an easy feat for an outsider in the tech world, not to mention an outsider who's also a woman and an immigrant under the age of 30.
I didn't know, of course, that I was breaking a lot of rules here, but I did.
Babel Ventures' sweet spot is investing and advising startups that are on the cutting edge, like Nebbia, a water-saving shower system that uses technology originally developed for jet engines that creates a spa-like experience. Apple CEO Tim Cook is also an investor.
I really care about what I'm building and how I can inspire others. I think it's so much more than me. If it was about me, or like my ego or what I'm achieving in my life, I wouldn't be here.
Barbara says disrupting the so-called bro club in Silicon Valley is not something she's afraid of.
I easily connect to the founders because they see that I'm also hustling, you know.
With her head held high, Barbara Minuzzi says she's just getting started. She made it, and she made it here. Please welcome entrepreneur and investor Barbara Minuzzi, co-founder of Babel Ventures. Great to see you. So what does that mean? Don't follow the rules. What does that mean for us?
So that's so different to be an outsider and not knowing the rules. I think that's what really means. Like, I was not willing to break any rules, you know. But once you're not aware and you just be yourself, that probably can be on your side instead of
like
being
you didn't
against
feel
it.
boxed in by anything
Exactly.
because you were just being you. But how about that? Because Silicon Valley is such a male-dominated industry. I did a special with a bunch of women who had been trying to make it as entrepreneurs out there who talked about how it's stacked against them. Have you felt that?
Not really.
You just barreled forward.
I think when you're enjoying what you're doing, you don't feel the challenge as strong as it is. I know it exists, but when you're so passionate and you're so driven about what you're building and what you're part of, you just go for it, and then it's exciting. It's just...
Well, you're lucky. You're lucky.
Yeah.
It has not been the experience of everybody out there who I know have been enjoying themselves until that moment where they're not. What do you say to young women, because you're only 29 years old. It's really remarkable what you've done. What do you say to the young women who are just trying to start up but feel powerless, they don't have connections, they don't know how to take the first step?
Well, I'm probably a great example of not having connections, coming from Brazil to here and just like finding my way. It's a good way of kind of inspiring other people. It's just you need to be aware of what you are willing to do. You know, you need to lead your way on whatever you are wanting to build in your life.
Set clear goals.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like having purpose, you know, and then connections will come. Like, it's just a matter of being there, not waiting to be ready, you know? You need to go for it. And then you just start making things happen.
You know, in my experience, you're never as ready as you want to be. You know,
Yes.
you're never as ready as you want to be. There's a lot of things in life require risk-taking, even if, you know, you're almost ready. Barbara, great meeting you. Thank you for being here. All the best. We'll be right back.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.